Baldwin. During Pope Francis' speech this morning, he said he was ready to listen to the, quote, hopes and dreams of the American people. The words of a negotiator, but how well would he be received by those in charge here in the United States? My next guest is coming straight from the White House. He is Massimo Faggioli, the director of the Institute for Catholicism and Citizenship and a professor of theology at the University of St. Thomas in St. Paul, Minnesota. So, Massimo, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I know you say the Pope's visit, it comes at a unique time because of what's happening, this great debate here within the Catholic Church. More complex, you say, than the visit, say, of John Paul II or Pope Benedict. Can you explain what you mean by that?
Yeah, so in church history, there is a 50-year history of the visits of the popes to the United States. But the previous ones, up to the visit of Pope Benedict in 2008, they happened in a church that was quiet or where dissent was marginal in some fringes. The special thing of Pope Francis is that he has opened the debate on many issues like gays or contraception, marriage and family that we ignored. They were there, and it happens that these issues are extremely important for the identity of the Catholic Church in the U.S. In this sense, Pope Francis is bringing the Synod of the bishops to America and is trying to involve the U.S. bishops in the Synod.
You mentioned some social issues, but I want to ask you about the role of negotiator for this Pope. You know, he helped broker renewed relations with Cuba, reports that he'll be asked to intervene in Iran. How successful has he been thus far, serving as this intermediary?
Well, so far he has been successful. I mean, the Vatican is, or can be, the ultimate soft power in terms of global diplomacy. What's new about Pope Francis is that in the first 2.5 years of his pontificate, he has faced some resistance from American bishops, and it is paradoxically more difficult for a pope to build bridges internally to the church, so to his own brother bishops that are so far the most visible group that is skeptical or not sure that they are getting this pope right. So that's why this trip is about building bridges between himself and America, but especially between himself and the leaders of the Catholic Church in this country.
That's exactly right, and he knows that, and he'll be speaking, at that live prayer service to a number of those bishops today. For now, Professor Massimo Faggioli, thank you very much for joining me. And very shortly, we're all watching.